Welcome to Maple Money Talks. If you've recently filed your taxes in Canada and received something called a Notice of Assessment, and you're looking at it thinking, what does all of this even mean? You're not alone. A lot of people open this document, see numbers, terms and sections, and then just ignore it. But here's the truth. Your Notice of Assessment is one of the most important financial documents you will receive in Canada. In this video, I'll explain everything step by step: what it is, when you get it, how to read it, what mistakes to avoid, and why it actually matters in your daily life. By the end, you'll feel confident reading your NOA without confusion. A Notice of Assessment, also called NOA, is an official document sent to you by the Canada Revenue Agency after you file your taxes. Think of it like your final tax report card. You submit your tax return with your income and deductions, and then the CRA reviews everything and sends this document back to you. It tells you whether your information was accepted as is or if any changes were made. Most importantly, it tells you your final result, whether you are getting a refund or if you owe money. So this document is not just a summary, it is the government's official confirmation of your taxes. So when should you expect your Notice of Assessment? If you file your taxes online, which most people do today, you will usually receive your NOA within about 2 weeks. Sometimes even faster if your return is simple and there are no issues. If you file a paper return, it takes longer, usually between 4 to 6 weeks. Also, if the CRA needs to review your file more carefully, it might take additional time. The fastest way to check is through your online CRA account, where your NOA is uploaded as soon as it's ready. There are 2 main ways to access your Notice of Assessment. First, you may receive a physical copy by mail at your home address. Second, and much more convenient, you can access it online through your CRA My Account. If you haven't set up your account yet, it's highly recommended because it gives you instant access to your tax documents anytime. You can also download previous year's NOAs whenever you need them, which is very helpful for applications or financial planning. Now let's understand what information is actually inside your Notice of Assessment. It includes your total income for the year, your taxable income after deductions, and the amount of tax calculated. It also shows any credits or deductions applied to reduce your taxes. At the end, you will see your final result, whether you owe money or will receive a refund. One very important section many people miss is your RRSP contribution limit. This tells you how much you can invest in your RRSP next year to save on taxes, so it's something you should always check. This is the part most people care about. Are you getting money or paying money? If your NOA shows a refund, it means you paid more tax during the year than necessary, and the government is returning that extra amount to you. If it shows a balance owing, it means you didn't pay enough tax, and now you need to pay the remaining amount. Make sure to check the payment deadline, because late payments can lead to interest charges. And don't panic if you owe money. It's quite common, especially if you had multiple income sources or were self-employed. Sometimes, after your Notice of Assessment is issued, you may receive a Notice of Reassessment. This means the CRA reviewed your return again and made changes. This could happen if you made a mistake, forgot to include something, or if they requested documents and updated your file. A reassessment can increase your refund or increase the amount you owe, so always read it carefully and understand what has changed. Your Notice of Assessment is more important than most people think. It is often used as official proof of income in Canada. You may need it when applying for a mortgage, taking a loan, renting a home, or applying for government benefits. Many institutions specifically ask for your NOA instead of just payslips. That's why it's very important to keep it saved safely. Let's go over some common mistakes people make. Many people don't check their NOA at all. Some ignore changes made by the CRA. Others lose the document and struggle later when they need it. And many people miss payment deadlines and end up paying extra interest. The solution is simple. Always open it, review it carefully, and keep it saved. So that was your complete guide to understanding your notice of assessment in Canada. Now, the next time you receive your NOA, you'll know exactly what to look for and what it means. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and follow Maple Money Talks for more simple and practical finance tips in Canada. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.